Undefined Radio,
Yes, sir.
undefinedradio.com, and all the good places you can listen to Undefined Radio. Appreciate you guys tuning in to another edition of Hills and Faces. This is our Hall of Fame edition.
You're right.
It's our Hall of Fame edition.
Yes, sir, it is.
Because I'm tired of these bogus Hall of Fames out there, right? So many bogus Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
It's trash. Trash.
Yeah.
So this is our Hall of Fame edition.
Yeah.
Our Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame edition.
Yes.
Because everybody can talk about the regular Hall of Fame and all that stuff and who shouldn't be in it and all that garbage Hall of Fame. But we're talking about the real Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The Independent Hall of Fame. Your Hall of Fame. Who is in your Hall of Fame? All you got to do is comment in the chat.
Yeah.
Whoever you're in your Hall of Fame. So this all got started because I got shunned from the OWO Hall of Fame.
You did?
I did. Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Dude. I can't believe that.
Single-handedly.
I can't believe that.
Single-handedly sold out South Pontotoc.
Yeah, man, I agree. You know, like I said, we agree on very little, but I will agree with you on that.
So should not the Hall of Fame, Wrestling Hall of Fame, be wrestling related, first of all?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean, wrestling is actually in the OWO name.
Yes.
That's what the W stands for.
Yes. Yeah, agreed.
However, I got excluded from this Hall of Fame.
No.
You got other people in this Hall of Fame who shouldn't even be mentioned in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame needs to be somebody. Because everybody can get lucky and win a title every now and then. Everybody has a bad. Look at Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas is not a boxing Hall of Famer. He sucked. He got lucky. He beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had an awful night. It happens. Yeah. Doesn't mean that guy's one of the greats of all time. He is not.
No.
Not at all.
No.
So anybody can get lucky and win a championship. But what have you contributed to the business? Do people come to see you? Whether it's to see you win or to see you get your butt kicked. Do they come to see you?
Do you put butts in the seats?
Do you? That's the question.
You put butts in the seats.
Are you an impact player? Are you a difference maker? That's Hall of Fame material. Not this other trash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Not this other trash.
No.
So we had one of our dear friends.
Yes.
Who saw this whole episode go down last night with me and Dirty Terrell Moore from OWO, and them trying to justify their secret committee and their Hall of Fame voting, which is a farce. It's a farce. And so Chance went and made his own Hall of Fame.
Yes, he did.
And so we're going to talk about that. You got your Hall of Fame picks that you'd like to see in an actual Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame? Let's go. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame because Memphis has been around forever. They've had their own deal. Yeah. A lot of those guys went on to big and better things up in as far as WWE, WCW, WWF.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
All that stuff, right?
Yeah,
so we're not counting those.
No.
True Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame. That's what we're talking about here. So if you don't know many independent guys, first of all, shame on you to get out and watch more independent wrestling because that's where the real wrestling's at anyway. Yeah. That's where guys who still actually have passion for the business are at. All right. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to let me pull Chance's stuff up and we'll talk about this.
Yeah.
Because he just didn't put names together on a list. He actually put some thought into it. He wrote some stuff.
Yeah, he wrote some stuff on there. Yes, he did.
So this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to make sure you people actually understand what a true Hall of Fame should be like.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is. Some of these pictures are hilarious.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they are. They are. Let's go.
At number one. Who's number one?
Well, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging.
No.
But I'm pretty sure the reason I was number one, Chance, I do appreciate it, by the way.
Well, no,
he was on the line when I was pitching such a fit about it.
Well, no, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Again, do we agree on everything? No, we do not. But one thing I'll agree with, I mean, as far as for around, especially, and I hate to say this area, but a lot of different areas too, because even down in Pontotoc, you deserve that more than anybody.
Well,
and you did.
I do appreciate it.
And that's just a shoot. I mean, that's a straight up shoot. You deserve that more than anybody right there. It's around here, there's nobody else that's put that much effort into that than you. Period. I mean, you're in my Hall of Fame. If you had my Hall of Fame, I'm sorry, you'd be number one.
Well, like I said, I do appreciate it. I really do. I mean, and like with Chance and even with you just saying that, I mean, those things right there mean something when you're putting in work.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Like you know me. I don't take the whole wrestling business lightly. It's not just a hobby or something that I go out and go, it's fun. Haha, I'm a wrestler. I care about this business.
Yes.
I'm passionate about it. You know me to a fault. I am very passionate about this business. I will not just do anything for the business, right? It has to make sense. It has to work and it has to better the business.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't care. They're just happy to be a wrestler, right? They're not passionate about it. even guys who suck in the business, right?
Yeah.
If you have passion for the business
Yeah.
and actively
If you-
trying
if you-
to push
if
the
you-
business forward,
yeah.
all the respect in the world for that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the greatest in-ring guy.
No.
As long as you're trying to move the business forward, I have all the respect in the world for it.
Yep.
But if you don't care about the business, you don't care about being better, you're just putting out a crappy product because you want to be seen as being a wrestler, that's garbage.
Yep.
That's
You're
trash
right.
to me.
You're right.
And so, yes, I have an issue with some of that right there.
Yeah.
I do.
I
have an
agree.
issue with some of that. Thanks, Kevin. Nate says number one Big Day Storm hands down. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate. But that's what I'm saying though. And truly, and I say that in jest, but I also say thank you.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of these guys who are very deserving of stuff like that because they do try to move the business forward.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a thing that you have to be willing to go out there and make a difference in the business.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people can't take these Hall of Fame seriously.
Oh, I know.
I mean, and like we said, we're not talking about WWE's Hall of Fame and all these other ones, but you do look at WWE's Hall of Fame, and a lot of it's silly. There's some guys who aren't even in there that should be. If you truly had a Hall of Fame, Wrestling Hall of Fame, a lot of guys who should be, and there's a lot of people who should not be in the Hall of Fame. So much so that you have to go and say, "Oh, well, we have a celebrity edition, a wing," and that's cool.
Yeah, if you have a
I have no problem with a celebrity wing.
No.
Right? If you actually had a physical building, which is again something that they should have.
Yeah, they should have. You're right.
Because people would flock to that. Even if it was a mobile Hall of Fame to where you take to your big events and let fans have an experience and say, "Hey, oh my God,
yeah, you can do that.
Do you remember when?"
I don't know why they're not doing that. Do the Hall of Fame and take it around.
Take it to all your big events.
Take it to all
your big premium events. Go take them to these things. But that's what I'm saying. So you look at some of these and go, "Wow, that's a joke. Why is he not here? Why is that one not there? Why is that one not there?"
I agree.
And I would say this: the guys who say, "Well, I'm not going to participate in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. You're worth it in the Hall of Fame. You're going in. You don't have to be here, but we're just telling you you're in the Hall of Fame."
Yeah,
that's what I'd look at. I'm like, I don't care. You still contribute a lot to the business. You're going in the Hall of Fame, but nobody takes it seriously because it's a garbage list Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that's a problem. And that's with so many places.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So chances number 2.
Yep.
Brody Hawk.
Brody Hawk, and agreed.
Brody Hawk.
Yeah.
Again, Brody has done a lot for this business, and people hate Brody Hawk. Like legit hate Brody.
I know.
Because of who they think he is as a person.
Yeah.
Brody's passion rivals mine when it comes to this business. You do not screw with Brody Hawk in the professional wrestling business. You just do not. He will fight anybody.
Yeah.
This dude does not care. He will fight you to the death about this business and what the right thing and the wrong thing to do is.
Yeah.
All day long. People say he's an asshole. They say he's too rough. Like, this is not a soft business.
Mm-mm.
If you soft, especially if you're mentally soft, you cannot be in this business. You should not be in this business. And there are a lot of soft guys in this business. A lot of soft veterans in this business,
You're right.
dude. Soft.
You're right.
Mentally weak. So many.
I know. I'll tell you about that, though. Speaking about him, you go up there, you're talking about softening the business, and you're right, softening the business. It's like we got friends right now. We tell them, if you're going to hang around with us, you better have some thick skin.
You better. Because we're going to say some stuff.
we give each other hell.
And if you take that seriously and you get your feelings hurt, that's kind of on you. Again, you're soft.
It is.
Don't be soft.
I know.
All right. There's no reason for it. Toughen up.
Yep.
And there's a lot of tough guys physically who are soft mentally.
I know.
That's when we say soft, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big, strong guys, tough guys who go out there and take a beating. That don't mean you can mentally handle this.
No. We give each other hell.
Being soft.
Yeah, and that's half the fun is giving each other a hard time.
You got to do something to alleviate the pain of the wrestling.
Yes.
Because it hurts.
Yes.
You got you at number 3 in here. Again, someone who got into it by accident.
Yeah.
Was brought in, and all you've done is help promote the wrestling business your entire career.
Exactly.
You're a musician.
Yeah.
That's your hobby. That's not your hobby. That's your job.
That's my job.
Right? That's your livelihood. That is everything. That is your number one passion in the world is music, and you're great at it. And so, but what you've given to the wrestling business, especially around here when you're trying to push people, give people encouragement, and take a back seat to a lot of people instead of trying to put yourself in the front seat of it.
Exactly.
That to me is what I'm talking about. That's what you want. People who are trying to move the business forward and try at least give these young guys who are coming into the business an opportunity to experience something in the business. Right. So you're not trying to put yourself out there to win championships and all that stuff.
I can probably count on 1 or 2 hands how many times I've had championships.
That's right. So
that was that was Our company.
Yes.
I rarely had and if I kept it, the only reason I ever kept a championship, we talked about it before, was for me to push somebody younger.
That's right. And that's always been your goal.
I use my popularity,
That's
being
right.
a musician, to try to better the business, try to do that.
That's right.
And that's all I can do,
And that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
He's got a couple guys on here who I love both these guys.
Oh, I do too. Yes, most definitely.
You got Colton Anderson. You got Damien.
Damien.
And Damien's biggest thing is just wasn't in the business very long.
No,
and
it wasn't. No, I missed it.
But he made a smart choice, probably.
Yeah, he probably did. He did. He did.
No question.
Such a great wrestler.
He is. And then look at Carnage. Brandon Mays. I ain't seen Brandon forever. He's on there. Mike,
Reels.
Okay. Mike's young and still rolling.
Yes, he is.
B-Man.
Yes.
Another one who definitely is deserving of everybody.
Yes, he
B-Man
is.
has contributed so much to the wrestling scene.
Yeah.
All that.
He has. Yes, he has.
And that really matters, right? It matters in that fact that this guy, you can't say enough good things about him. Cody Hawk.
Oh, man.
Cody's one of the best big men I've ever seen in the business.
Yes, he is.
The dude can wrestle like a small guy.
Yeah.
All right. And sometimes would because he just loves to do the stuff.
Yeah, he does.
He can do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and as a big guy, you're not really allowed. You're expected to do one thing: beat people up.
Yeah, beat people up.
Like me, 6'4", 280.
Yeah.
Muscled up. People expect me to just go out there and beat the crap out of folks, but I can wrestle. I know the holds. I can do the holds. I can chain them together. I know a ton of counters. You've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
And all the stuff. But as a big guy, you're expected just to beat people up.
Yeah.
They want the smaller guys to do the technical stuff because you're just a big guy. Why aren't you just beating people up? Because I like to show the skill. And Cody's one of those guys.
No, he is. Guarantee you.
Good. I miss Bruno.
I do too.
I miss Bruno.
Me and you both, brother.
I mean, Psycho, another one.
Man, yeah, Psycho.
Yep. Tiger Williams.
Yes, sirree.
You got the gauntlet, Big Red.
Yes, sirree.
Reno
the
Diamond.
Milkman.
The Milkman himself. You need to watch that expiration date, by the way.
Yes, you do.
Watch that expiration date, buddy. Y'all get sour quick.
Yep.
Y'all sour quick. Tiger's another one that gets overlooked a lot because Tiger can go. Tiger's a shooter too.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, Molly, we're just doing it. We're doing this because it's kind of one of those things where you know how it is, dude. Like you see the WWE Hall of Fame, everybody knows that's a joke, right? And like there's no true wrestling Hall of Fame.
No.
Hall of Fame's anywhere is just subjective. And we're just saying these are from a fan's point of view who watches indie wrestling around here.
Yeah.
That's really what it's for. It's not for anything more than it's not a real Hall of Fame, but it's something to me that matters to the fans.
Yeah.
Right? Like who do the fans come out to see? Who do they enjoy seeing? Who do they get behind?
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Not like with WWE, it's just who can we get people to tune in for our Hall of Fame TV this year?
And you're right.
Prior to WrestleMania.
And that's all it is. It's about selling tickets, having some. That's really the celebrity wing is to help get that in there. And to me, it's just like I'm sure, just like you got your Hall of Fame, I got my Hall of Fame. Everybody's got their own. Yeah.
Motley's another one, right? Motley's done a lot.
Yes,
he has trained a lot of guys.
Yes, he
Motley's
has.
a trainer, right?
Yes.
Motley's trained a lot of guys. Motley has done a lot, especially in this area, right? Motley has. And Motley's got to wrestle with some of those big guys.
Yes, he has.
Those famous guys, right?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's easy. A lot of these famous guys, like the Flairs and the Lawlers and, Hogan, all those guys, even the guys that are currently there, the guys who are the workhorses out in the indie scene don't ever get credit.
No.
For making a lot of these guys look good.
Yeah, a lot of them go. Because you even take somebody like, say, Al Snow. He got some of them, but not really. But I mean, another one too. I think it was a Holly. Yeah, a hardcore Holly. Yeah, hardcore Holly. My God, man. But they're the ones that made all them stars.
Yeah, so it's about. So to me, that's what it's about, right? Who do the fans appreciate?
Yeah,
not who do the big wigs up front appreciate? Who do the fans appreciate?
Yeah,
that's why I love indie wrestling so much because these guys bust their ass, and I get it. They can't wrestle 5 and 6 days a week like they used to.
No,
I came in on the very tail end of that.
Yeah.
To where you're wrestling like, because that was my first 2 years in the business.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of started petering out and organizations went by the wayside. And
And
Like
it's a
Motley
shame,
spent a long
too.
time getting to do a lot of that. They don't
Yeah.
tell him how much he's wrestled.
Oh, well, it's
You
same
know.
thing. I know it's the same thing with Jeff.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jeff Farmer. He got it. He got
He
on that
wrestled
circle.
a lot back in the
He
day.
wrestled a lot back in the
And
days.
then, and that's what I'm saying. So there are a lot of guys who people remember.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys that should be remembered who aren't.
Yeah.
And who aren't.
I agree.
Who don't get the credit they deserve.
I'll tell you what I was thinking about too. Wraith.
Oh yeah.
Around here, Wraith was.
We were talking about him Saturday. As a matter of fact, I'm like, look, pound for pound.
Oh,
you know
my
about
God.
the toughest son of a bitch I've ever met?
Yeah.
I ain't scared of nobody. I'll fight anybody. I don't care.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. You're gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
One way or the other. I'm not getting my ass whooped in the end, but you're gonna feel it and you're gonna know it's coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm not scared of it. Wraith probably the few people in this world that will intimidate you because that dude feels no fucking pain.
No.
And when I say that's a straight shoot.
That's a straight.
That is the truth. It's 100% facts.
That's straight.
That dude,
shoot.
you have to kill him.
Yeah.
There is no quit.
No.
There is no quit in that man. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
But some people are built that way, right?
Yeah. I mean,
some people just built that way.
He was, even, but I love about the thing is though, even because, he had, between you and him, y'all trained.
Mm-hmm.
Is between you were the main one that got me in the ring. Even after I got in the ring, I just kept on learning, and then Ray took me under his wing and really, I'm glad he did, and I got to wrestle him on quite a few occasions, and man, he was, I always enjoyed it. Got a kidney stone. You remember that? Got a kidney stone kicked out of me one time.
Kick a kidney stone out.
Yes, he did.
Still funny to this day. Still funny.
It is. But hey, man, I'm gonna tell you what, that was a hell of a match.
That damn flipping kick of his, he knocked me out in the ring one night. And I've told this story many times, and it's just true. He knocked me out one night in the middle of the ring. We were in Coldwater. And the next thing I know, we're fighting on the outside of the ring. And I'm like, he said, "You back with me?" I'm like, "Where the hell are we?" He starts laughing. He said, "You've been out of it for a few minutes. We've been out here fighting." I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember that day.
I had no idea. And I asked him, I said, "Was I fighting back?" He's like, "Yeah." Mm-hmm. I said, "Well, that was all instinct then, because I remember none of it. I don't remember any of it. I remember to the point where he kicked me, and I don't remember it until about a few minutes later when we were on the outside of the ring. I don't remember what happened between them. But that's also, even when that happened, he took care of me.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, and some guys wouldn't do that. Some guys, I can't tell you the number of guys who will take advantage of younger talent. Yeah, by the way. Yeah. And not that I'm younger talent, that's not what I'm saying, but it just made me think of this. That there are a lot of guys who will take advantage of younger talent. They will. Yeah. Right? They don't care. They see an opportunity to make themselves look like a big guy, like a tough guy. They'll take advantage of younger talent. They just do it. I think that's BS. Yeah, I mean, nobody wins in that way because you're not really out there fighting. So stop it. You're not really a Superman. Stop that.
And you're not bringing anybody up.
No, you're not helping anything because you're not helping the business. You're not helping the organization.
No,
you're not doing anything. You're stroking your own ego. And the fans really don't care about that.
No, you're going to business for yourself.
Yeah, and fans don't care about that. You can try to tell yourself all day long, yeah, I know what they like. No, you don't. No. Listen to the fans. They'll tell you.
And I say how many people we get rid of that did that stuff.
The worst reactions I ever got were all the times I go out there and just beat the crap out of somebody. They got nothing. They didn't get anything at the end, and I just go over. Yeah. There is no joy in that. Nobody cares about it. I don't care about it. No. It doesn't do me any good.
No.
It doesn't do the fans any good. It doesn't do the guy I just beat up any good.
No.
There's nothing to be gained by it, right? There are ways to do it.
Yeah.
And make it make sense. And so, but there's a lot of guys, though, who get off on and here's the other thing, too, about that part of it. You will see guys, I'm giving you my body. You're giving me your body. You expect a certain level of professionalism. Yeah. Because you go out there and then they're like, I beat that dude's ass in the ring. Did you? Or did he give you his body part thinking you were going to take care of him?
Yeah, exactly.
And you took advantage of a situation. Basically, you just assaulted the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Because it wasn't a straight up legit fight. No. Right, where he was expecting this to happen. You want to do that, we can straight up fight. Just let me know that's what it is. Yeah. And we'll go.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give you, but when I give you my body to take care of, because this business is hard.
Yeah,
it hurts.
Hard. I know.
There ain't nothing fake about that part of it. It hurts.
Yeah.
I expect a certain level of trust because it's easy to die in that ring.
Yeah.
It's easy to get permanently damaged in that ring. People don't understand that when they call wrestling fake, which is bullshit.
Yes,
It is easy to get hurt.
Me off more than anything when somebody
Yeah,
says that.
and it's horseshit.
It just does. I mean,
So-
because it's you out there is even taking the moves. I mean, man, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one time I got knocked out in the ring. It was I was wrestling Butch, and he took me for a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Mhm.
Simple move. You can give it to me right here on the concrete. Simple move. And I was out too far, and I went through with it, and he lost me, and I landed on my head.
Yeah.
He had to throw me outside the ring, and by the time, I recollected myself because I mean, that's a simple move.
It is
Simple move.
And the simplest moves can hurt you.
Yeah.
So when you give somebody your body part, and then they start taking advantage of it by fighting, and then they go brag about it like they've done something, like they're a tough guy.
Yeah.
Why? Because you took advantage of a situation. You started shooting when I was just expecting us to still be wrestling. I don't have to like you.
No.
To have a good match.
No, exactly.
I do not have to like you to work with you.
Exactly.
That's in a lot of jobs, not just wrestling. That's
in
life.
If you remember too, and this is funny because it's I'm sure you knew this too. It's like with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. At the time, they hated each other,
but they still did business,
and they took care of each other.
They did.
Why? Because one thing too, if you think about it, that was the key. It's like I'm going to take better care of you. You take care of me.
Even look at the screw job.
Even on the screw job.
Still great match all the way to the finish.
Yeah, all the way to the finish.
There were no liberties being taken.
No, none.
All the way to the finish of that. So
had a great match, took care of each other.
And there's a lot of guys who hate each other but can go in there and work because you're a professional. You're getting paid to do a job.
Yeah. And again, I think it's almost a one-upsmanship too. Like, okay,
I think there should be that.
It should be.
There should be that competitive nature.
Yeah.
To say, hey, look, I want to be the best. I want to be the best. Let's go. Let's pull this off.
You know this too. That to me, the one-upsmanship is the one that sells better for the other one.
Well, it does. And so we're going.
Yes, it is.
Now you can overdo it.
Yeah. Oh, you can overdo
Hogan Michaels.
That was funny, dude. That was hilarious.
But
understandable.
That could have been so good.
Yeah.
But it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that was terrible professionalism on Michael's part. Regardless of what he really wanted to do, what he thought the thing should be, he should never have done it.
No.
Because it made it look ridiculous. And even he said that.
Yeah.
He said that was not good. I should never have done
that.
And I regret doing that. And which is true because, again, it's not just about you.
No.
It's not.
No.
I mean,
it's about the business.
People pay their money to come see you.
Yeah.
You don't pay their money. You don't give those people money so they can give it back. Mm-hmm. They go work. They get their money. They pay. They buy the ticket. They come to see you. You don't do that for them.
No.
All right. The only reason you can do this is because people pay to come do that.
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
You're not first.
Yeah.
You're second in that equation.
Yeah.
All right. You're always going to be second in that equation. The fans have to be first.
Yes.
Because without them, you have nothing.
Yeah.
It's basic math, right? Yeah. It's basic math. Math 101.
Yeah.
You cannot have, and people say, well, there can't be, fans can't watch wrestling without the wrestlers. That's true. And that is true.
Yeah.
But guess what? Without you, there are other wrestlers out there.
Exactly.
But without fans, you ain't going to go out there and do that stuff for free like that. You're not. It's not gonna work.
You're just not.
Especially the luscious ones in Coldwater. Them some bitches tried to end me one night. Yeah, they're terrible human beings. Mark McGee fancy a lot and will be brutal with what they think about a wrestler or a match, and that's true.
Yeah.
And
they should be.
Again, they're paying their money. So when I see these guys, like, these fans shouldn't say what they're saying. Yes, they should. They should. They buy the merch. They buy the tickets. They buy the premium events.
They come out to see you wrestle.
They do it all. You don't make your living without them.
No.
So they can say whatever they want to.
No.
If they hated your match, maybe step up a better storyline.
Yeah.
Make your storytelling.
Go back and look at that match. See what happened.
Why did it suck?
See what they didn't like about that match.
Stop getting butt hurt and go, oh, what did I do there that they hated so much in that match? Now, some people are just going to hate your match because they just don't care for it anyway.
Yeah.
Again, stop being soft.
Yeah.
All right?
Learn
stop being mentally soft.
You
can be stronger.
Oh, no. Look, we've all had drizzling shit matches. Every one of us.
And you're going to. Anybody who says they haven't What? On here.
I saw it. I was like, well,
That's weird. I don't know if y'all can hear us or not.
I don't either. Maybe. Can you hear us?
That was crazy. It's still crazy. It says they can hear us, but they can't see us.
There you
There's
go.
one of them.
All right.
Well, that pisses me off a little bit. That was weird.
That was weird.
Was that strange? No, my damn chat went away. I hate that.
Nah, I know when you can see none of our.
Weird.
Yeah, when you can see
Don't
none
know
of our
what that was
chats. Yeah.
But anyway, now I was on such a roll.
I know.
Now I'm
You
not
were.
on a roll anymore.
No.
No, I'm not on a roll anymore. Good. That was so crazy, dude. That was wild.
That was wild. That was wild, dude.
Good, because you don't have to tell my brain damage what we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was something about, was it wrestling?
Yeah, I think so. I think it had to do with wrestling.
I think it has
I
something.
believe
Yeah.
that's the show we're doing.
I think it is.
But yeah, so what do y'all think? I mean, come on, guys. What do y'all think? I know that we've had this conversation before about there's a fine line in this business between the fans and the workers, right? There's a fans should never book.
No.
You can fantasy book all you want to.
Yeah,
but,
fantasy book all you want.
But people do not understand. Like, if you know everything's going on, it's like going to a movie.
Yeah.
If I know the whole plot, I know how it's going to end. Why am I going to the movie?
No.
All right, there's no point.
No.
I don't want to know.
No.
As a fan, why would you want to book the whole thing and then go and watch it? If that's the case, get involved in the business, become somebody in the business, and run your own organization or whatever, and become a booker and be good at it.
But with me, the way I look at it is, I mean, especially in wrestling, especially your big storylines, there should be surprises. You know, it should be like swerves, surprises, anything like that, no matter what it is. You know, it ain't got to be, it ain't going to be a heel turn or a baby turn like that. It could just be anything. You know, this should be surprise. It should be, whoa, that just happened. It should wow you. You know.
Yes. So, Christy, are you going to be at MIW Friday night? I can't come. I broke my legs, both of them. Both of them. How did you do that? And yes, I will be at MIW Friday night.
No.
I will be at MIW. I've given those guys time to get their crap together. I'm talking about these wrestlers in there who think they are the top dog. I'm about to show them what the top dog is. They're about to learn. Friday night. The workers that get hurt over a fan's opinion need to step up their game.
Yep.
They need to do this, and they need to go talk to somebody professional.
Yeah.
Because this right here, you ain't got it.
No.
You ain't got it. You that soft. I'm sorry. That right there makes me madder than anything.
Yeah.
Stop being soft mentally. This is not all about you.
No.
And here's the thing. A lot of these guys, you'll see it. They think they are the best thing walking. Right?
I know.
But I mean, they literally think it.
Yeah.
Right? I work a lot.
Yeah.
I work social media a lot. I work my gimmick all the time because that's how I was brought up. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what puts butts in the seats again. We talk about it. We talk about almost everyone.
So here's the thing. There's a difference between the work and the shoot between the guy, and the character.
Yes.
With me, not so much, not a big difference, but there's a difference. But some guys honestly believe they are the absolute best when they look like garbage. They move like garbage. They don't want to get better. They think they know everything. They refuse to learn. And like 27 years in from the time I started till now, and I'm still trying to learn. All right. I've said this, the worst mistake I ever made was taking those few years off because I got mad at the business. Right. Yeah. Worst mistake I made. Because I lost those years I cannot get back. Yeah. That was 5 years I can't get back. Yeah. I only did 2 shows in that 5 years period. Hate that. And that's on me. All right. I was mentally soft because I let that get to me. And even when I came back, I had to say, dude, you got to realize you could have done more by staying with it than walking away from it, just getting pissed off and leaving. Yeah. I was mentally soft. I can say that. I'm not afraid to say it.
No.
All right, there are most guys cannot say that. They will not say, well, I got my feelings hurt, and so I quit, and they won't say that, but they will quit in a heartbeat. I can say it. I had to mentally toughen up and go, dude, it's about more than that. And so if you can't look at yourself with a critical eye and go, God dang, that sucked. I suck doing that. I got to get better. Yeah. I've got to do better. How can I be better? then you're doing a disservice to the business. Just point blank, period. That's it. You're doing a disservice to
it. If you're new to the business too, just like I'll tell everything. Sit down, shut up. If you have to ask a question, but if you have a question, ask it. But don't go on there telling everybody what all you want to do or whatever like that. I mean, sit down and listen. Go in the locker room.
You have to listen. You have to learn.
Listen and learn. If you have a question about the business, like, well, why were you going to do that? Those are questions I want to hear you ask. I don't want to sit there and go, well, what do you think my character ought to be? You're not even there yet.
So many people get butthurt over this.
Yeah.
And I'm not just
specifically
talking about the Bluff City. I'm talking about championships.
Championships in period.
Because everybody thinks they should be the champion.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it. And I'm sorry, but not everybody can be the champion, right?
You got to be able to tote the company. If you
got
that
to.
on there, you
got to look the part.
Thank you.
You have to look the part.
And I got to bring this up real quick too. And if you want to work for an organization, do not send something that you like you're talking to a fan.
Oh my God, dude! Let me tell you something. That right there,
150-0.
150-0. 150 what?
Yeah. Oh Lord Jesus.
That tells me everything. You send the company your win-loss record. And like you're talking to a fans and cutting a promo on fans, you cannot come work for me.
No.
And I don't want to be a part of any organization that's a thing.
No.
Right? I don't want to. I have no desire to be a part of that stupidity.
No.
At all. I just don't. I don't have time
for
it.
Be professional. Send another thing too. This is me. Do not send me videos of you kicking the crap out of somebody. I want to see a match. I want to see a full match.
What have you done? All you show me highlights of moves you did.
Exactly.
You're not showing me anything.
I've seen, and that's a lot of people. I hate that, dude. If you're gonna send me something, I want to see a match where you're going back and forth. I want to see you tell a story in that ring.
That's right. I mean, it's just
I want to see you tell a story in the ring. If the moves, that's fine. You should be able to do the moves.
Yes.
I don't care.
But even that, oh my Lord, again. And you point out to somebody, you try to help somebody, and they get mad.
Yeah.
And they quit.
Yeah.
There ought to be a Hall of Fame for suck-ass dudes because there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Suck-ass Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those guys that belong on that list. That Hall of Fame would be the biggest Hall of Fame you've ever seen. There's not a building. You could make America one big dome of the suck-ass Hall of Fame, and you couldn't fit everybody into it.
You could not.
That's how bad it is.
And another thing, too, if you're going to go out there, listen. Because I've seen some guys that could be really, really good, and they get in their own way because they will not listen.
They won't listen. They get their feelings hurt.
Yeah,
you can't tell them anything, and they quit.
Exactly.
Right, and it's like, dude, why?
Either that or they.
If you're quitting for a logical reason, or it's time for you to move on, that's different. That's not what we're saying.
No,
what we're saying is because you didn't win a title, you gonna quit?
Yeah.
What? Because you think you should be on a different trajectory because you just think you're the greatest thing because mama said you were?
Yeah.
You're going to quit? That's on you, dude.
Or you come in, you got a vision of what you want to be, and that's what you're going to do. And you sit there, especially when you compromise a match because it's something you think that ought to be done. And another thing that, I don't know, and you company jump. This company, that company, you get pissed off at one, you just go to another.
There's a lot of those dudes.
I know.
There's a lot of those dudes.
It's just like, you got to sit down, and learn. You think that you've been in this business like that. I don't know.
That's why I tell my guys, go work for other people.
Yeah.
You cannot because what happens is you work for one company.
Yeah. That's
all you work for. And then you start thinking like this is everything that it is, and I'm a big deal right here.
Yeah.
Then you go to other places, you find out you're maybe not a big deal.
No.
Then you get your feelings hurt. All right, your ego gets shattered.
Yeah.
And then what's that? You quit. You go running back, and then you start bad mouthing and saying stuff that you shouldn't say because they didn't see you as you see you. Mm. You have to spread your wings, and again, you have to be self-critical, dude. I was taught that early. It's like, dude, just because you think you're a big deal because you started working for one company, then you go to another company. It's like, oh, I'm at the bottom. I have to work my way up.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay, what is this? And that's how I was taught. Like I experienced that too. It's like, okay. And that was my first year in. There's like, all right. So because I thought the same, like, okay, so I'm a big deal. I go over here. And it's like, oh, I'm starting at the bottom. What am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, and had a guy pull me aside. I said, this is how it is, man. All these companies can be different. You have to just shut up and listen. Learn. You'll get yours. You have to shut up and listen and be willing to learn. And I took that to heart.
Oh,
because
you got to.
I've always believed, and I was always taught, growing up playing sports, that the only way you get better is to learn.
Yeah.
You got to keep learning. You got to keep getting better. That's how I was coached.
Yeah.
Brought up in sports and in life.
You got to. Yeah, I mean, that's also, especially what I was getting around to too.
Hey,
It's
Sabrina.
like, when you're in that ring, especially if you ain't been in the business that long, listen when you're in that ring. Don't go into business for yourself.
No, and there are guys that do that. I'm going to read these so I'm not looking back and forth real quick, so you can answer some of these.
Oh, that's fine.
There's talent out there that don't need championships to get over, and fans and workers both need to understand that.
Exactly.
True. I can't deal with the know-it-all with less than 2 years under their belt. I will send them packing out of my locker room. True.
Exactly.
I've had talent send me matches asking for my opinion of it before they posted it. I've seen amazing matches. Then I've seen some DeWhat type matches. Yes.
Exactly.
I'm always real with them. If it was great, it's great. If I feel it could have been better, I'll say it. Some workers take the criticism, some can't, and block me. Exactly. Soft. I see it as their loss, and I'm a pretty cool fan. Exactly. Mark, you're one of my favorite people, by the way. And I'm not just saying that, but Mark has been really cool, right? Yeah. He's, again, a good dude. I wouldn't have met any other way than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And that's cool to me because wrestling can bring a lot of people together, right, from all walks.
They can.
And Mark's just one of those dudes. He likes what he likes. He's going to tell you. Tiger says, be sure you're not on TV for a company before you start company jumping. Go to an entire new territory if you do that, which is true. Yeah. Play against better competition to get better, and you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, why would you want to stay as weak competition and stuff like that? When I go to MIW Friday night, and I wasn't planning on going back for a while because I've got things I'm doing in my personal life that I'm trying to get done, but I was asked to. Yeah. And my whole goal is to go up there to help make guys better.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to earn it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving it to you.
No.
Because there are a lot of guys think, well, I'm younger, man. You're older. You should be passing the torch, and I should be getting. No, you have to earn it. I'm not giving you a damn thing.
Is that I'll pass you the torch if you earn it.
Yeah, but you're going to have to take it from me.
Yeah.
You're not getting it because you think you deserve it, because you think you're younger and you're the future of the business. You prove to me you're the future of the business. Yeah. But you're going to have to earn it. I'm not going to step aside. And I don't care who hates that, what I'm saying right now. Screw you. All right? I don't care. I'm not giving you – I wasn't given anything. Mm-mm. We had to work our ass off for it. I've had my ass beaten so much.
Yeah.
And it made me better because I had to work it. I knew that I had to get better in all these different phases to be considered a legit guy who could go out here and carry a company. Not because I felt, well, I'm younger than he is. Why am I getting a push? Yeah. Because you haven't earned it. You don't earn it. You've got to earn it. This is not a participation sport.
No,
you have to earn it. No, and too many people are given those trophies.
If you remember, I got heat in the back just because of the fact, because I'm a musician. My position, and then we were in my hometown.
Yeah.
Like that. I got some shit from that.
Yeah, but
I did.
But you will get it.
The thing is, how many guys I put over?
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
My one win-loss, I lost a lot more than I won.
It's not one of those attractive things that you put out there if you were really keeping score, right?
Yeah, you really keeping score. I don't. That's not what it's about.
No, it's about what are we doing for the business? What are we doing for the company?
Yeah, I try to put the guys over. Mm-hmm. I use my popularity to get them over.
Look, I put some guys over that don't deserve it, had never deserved it. But at the time, it seemed like the best thing to do. Well, it gives them an opportunity. You try to help them grow.
Exactly what you just said.
And it's up to them in that moment to take advantage of it or to piss it away. And most of those guys piss it away. Mm-hmm. And then I never do it again for them.
Yeah.
I give you an opportunity. You're the one who threw that opportunity away.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you every opportunity to be good because I understand what it's about. It's about the fans.
It is.
And you're not going to come in here and insult the fans like that. And I mean from a intelligence level as far as what wrestling is supposed to be. Yeah. You're not going to do that. And if you want my spot, you got to take it. Yeah. You've got to earn it.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Because when I'm on the microphone, you better bring your A game.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to cut you with that mic.
Oh,
it's what it is. It's who I am.
Yeah.
You may be technically better than me in a ring. You may perform a beautiful suplex. You may perfect drop kick. You can technical wrestle your butt off, but if you cannot get over with the fans, whether face or heel.
Yeah.
If you cannot go out there and make them remember you for you, you're not better than me at all. Period. You're not. I don't care what you think. You
No.
are not better
we
than
got,
me.
We got something we're gonna be working on here in the next few weeks, and I'll be involved in it in some kind of way. But I mean, even me, I'm gonna start as soon as we find out and get some things going. My promos on, I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it back.
Yeah, and that's what
I'm expecting it back
that's
because
just what's going to happen.
I'm gonna be on there.
Restream, George, is what I use. I use Restream for my stuff. Mark says this generation feels like they should have everything handed to them from top spots to championships.
Yep.
And if they don't get what they want, they get on social media bashing the company. It's workers like that I look over it, which is true.
And I'll tell you what, one thing I'll say with us, with Crossroads especially like that, we are blessed. Every one of our guys work their butts off.
Yes.
Our young guys, everything else,
because they're taught that.
We taught them.
It's a work ethic.
And that, our guys we're putting out there. I brag on our guys. I brag on our guys all the time.
Because they sit there. That's why when I recommend somebody to go to a company, I don't just recommend anybody.
No,
I have to know that you can be an asset.
Yes,
because I'm about to put my name out there on you when that happens.
Whether
or not I trained you or not.
Yeah,
if it's somebody I even know from another company,
exactly,
who I work with, Mick Vicious.
Yeah,
I think Mick is a great asset to any company. His attitude, how he wrestles, his heart, what he's willing to do out there, his passion for it. I love that guy. I think Mick is an asset for anybody.
Yeah. And
his partner is one of my trainees.
Yeah.
And he has made my trainees so much better.
Yeah.
Just by being a part of that, right?
I'm proud of him. Very proud of him.
He's one of those guys that I'm going to suggest to anybody, you want him on your roster.
Exactly.
Because he is willing to go out there and sell it on social media.
Yeah.
He's willing to sell it at the show.
Yeah.
He is willing to do what you are supposed to do, what a professional wrestler is supposed to do. So it's guys like that. And I barely know Mick. I haven't known Mick but a few months now.
Yeah. I only met him a couple of times.
And we become fast friends.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Very nice.
Because of his passion for the business, who he is as a human being, and what he's willing to do because he understands the business.
Exactly.
I love Mick Vicious. Now, we may not agree in the ring.
No. But that's much.
And I may have to whoop his ass. But I still love the guy.
Yeah, I know.
And he's an asset.
Yeah.
He's an asset for a company. And that is important.
Yeah.
Right? And it's important wherever I go.
Yeah. You think we got you got legit. You got Dredge, you got Reels. We got so many out there that these young guys that are coming up there, and the ones that we got coming up. Them guys, they get it.
Yes.
And that's just it. They get it.
They do. And you have to.
Yeah.
You have to instill that in them. And I think a lot of guys who train don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, as to what the business is and how you work the business and what the business can do for you
if
you do right by the business.
Exactly.
Right? And it's and there's still learning that goes on. You never stop. We tell our guys this. You never stop learning. You should always get better because you're just starting out. These guys are only over their first year in the business.
Yeah.
Right. They're green.
Oh, they are.
And I tell them that all the time, and they know they're green.
Oh, I know.
And they should know it because the day you start thinking you're
Reels. I gave Reels a smash when he was like 16 years old. Reels he's a vet at what 26, 27 years old. He's a vet.
He's been in for a while now.
And he knows what he's doing when he goes in there.
Mm-hmm. But
sort of 2-year-old Crowley's the same. We talk about them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That they're like that.
Those some Molly's guys.
Oh yes, there is some Molly's guys. You got Walker. Walker's another one, man. Love Walker. It's a great guy, man. A great, great in the business.
And that's the thing. Is right.
And
you should want to be better. Those guys will come out as long as they've been in the business and still train and learn and work and try new things to get better.
Yes, they do.
That's what all these guys should be doing. Yeah. And it's like, again, guys ask, you're huge now. Why are you spending so much time in the gym? Because I have to.
Yeah.
I cannot look at myself in the mirror and take myself seriously if I'm not putting forth the best product I can for the company I'm working for.
Exactly.
When I walk out there, the fans need to know that, that's a professional wrestler.
Exactly.
And the company needs to know this is a guy who takes it seriously and who I at least know I can trust when I book him to come out here to be a professional and to do business and to help me sell tickets for my company.
Exactly.
That's what I need.
Perfect example. We talked. Well, same thing I do. I'm 60 years old. Rarely wrestle. And what I do, I try to keep myself in tip top shape. You know,
Mm-hmm.
why? If I'm going to be out there, you know, I don't want to go out there looking like, man, Lone Wolf was like hell.
Well, exactly, right. And that's the thing. You can. There's so many things you can do.
Yeah.
But so many guys will not. They become a wrestler, and it's like this Hall of Fame thing that we started this show talking about. To me, is that.
Yeah.
Are you willing to do everything it takes to make the business better?
Yeah.
If there's a true Hall of Fame anywhere, it's because of that. What have you done?
Yeah.
And we all know the greats.
Yes.
But there's a lot of unsung heroes out there.
Mean,
Brandon says, remembering training with you in the late 90s still makes my body hurt. I swear to God, dude. Mark says, if a worker quits learning and training, they need to hang up the boots. To me, every match has to be seen as a learning experience.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, it is. I never stopped learning. We were out, again, training the other day. I got a few moves I was working on while we were helping them and while they were taking a break because it's 5,000 degrees in that stupid building. And so it's like, man, what can you do to keep getting better? If you're going to be in the business and you're going to stay in the business, you better be dedicated. I didn't want to go work out today. I'll be honest with you.
No.
I would love to have just sat around in my bed and just chilled out today.
No, we torture some arms, dude.
But you go in there and you get it done. Right? You've got to do whatever it takes to be. Yeah. Jeff Rye calls me the Mississippi Oak.
Yeah.
That's what he calls me. And I appreciate it, Jeff. I do. But that only happens
because you stay in the
gym.
I
stay in the gym and try to stay as in good a shape as I can to get better. And I just can't. The guys who just refuse to do it and then still think that they should be somebody. Now, are you putting in the work is my question.
Yeah.
That's really the biggest question for you. Are you putting in the work? Are you willing to do what it takes to stay that way? I am. I mean, that's just, I am. I'm willing to do it because I want to be, when you see me out there, I want to be taken seriously. I don't want to be a laughing stock. I don't want to be a joke.
No.
That is, when you become the punchline to the joke, it's time to quit.
Yeah.
Just go away at that point.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing anybody a service and you're doing a very big disservice to yourself and to the company you're trying to work for at that point.
You're right.
And it sucks because I know I'm going to have to walk away from this thing in the next couple of years or so because I know that it'll just be to that point. And that's cool, and I'm cool with that. But I am going to try to prolong that by taking care of myself as much as possible. If I can squeeze an extra year and go 3 more years, hell yes, let's go. But if I can't, then it's time to just walk away.
I know.
But that's 3 years down the road.
Yeah.
Right now, you got to deal with me. That's just how it is. Your ass got to come deal with me because I can still do it. All right. I may not have the longevity in the ring.
No.
I don't because, I mean, it gets harder and harder. Being an asthmatic anyway is tough.
Yeah.
Having bronchitis is tough. And those aren't excuses. They're just facts of life. You just deal with them.
Yeah.
All right. It does mean that I'm at a disadvantage in some ways when it comes to my wind in the ring. That'll never get better. Right? Yeah. There's not just nothing you can do about it when you have those issues. However, for the time that I'm in there, I will do what it takes to shorten that match as much as possible. Yeah. I did go 20 minutes the other day.
Yeah.
Thought I was done. Like I'm done. It was tough. Yeah. It was tough. But if you're going to do this business, you have to do what you have to do. And you have to sell out for it.
That's true.
Right? You have to sell out for it. Mark says Hogan didn't leave the gym after he got big. He kept on training. These young workers need to see that and see that with Big Daddy Storm still hanging and banging in the gym well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. You've got to do it. Like, it'd be easy just to sit back. Andy can sit back right now. Mm-hmm. But he knows as a musician, especially because of his image on stage, he wants to look a certain way. He's seeing a lot of musicians who go up there and just look like slobs at their age, right? Yeah. Guys who are 10, 15 years younger than you, looking like slobs on the stage.
Yeah.
And Andy ain't built that way, right? He don't want to look that way.
No.
He wants to go up there and look his best when he's up there. That's why we work out together.
Yeah.
Because we may be different in a lot of ways, but there is that mindset that you just don't want to phone it in and look garbage up there, right? When people are looking at you. I mean, you don't. Melissa says, Chad Martin, you have made the list of being one of my favorites. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. Because Melissa didn't like me at first. Right, Melissa? With good reason.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I can't imagine you
I
making
know it.
somebody mad.
And you really have to you have to dig deep to find the gold sometimes. I'm announcing this on your show in case people don't check the roster room chat. As of today, if you're at Bluff City Wrestling and Promotions and work another show in Memphis while at Bluff, consider yourself no longer needed. Yes. Yes, and mostly yes. So, and that is true. Now, having said that, Crossroads will be at Hadley's, but I already got the okay. Me and Johnny have already talked about that. The powers that be have already talked about that. I've had the okay for that for a while. So, because a lot of our guys work that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's also what having partnerships and doing business the right way can do for you. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. You can't work Bluff and 901 and Memphis Championship Wrestling and some of these other promotions like that who run in Memphis, right? And you can't do that stuff. It never used to be that way. You get in trouble for that crap.
Oh,
People would break you literally.
Oh yeah,
if you did some stupid stuff like that because it does that. So it's one of those things. Melissa said, right? Yeah. Hey, Angel, what's up? But because she agrees, Melissa didn't like me at first.
Yeah.
When I made my appearance at MCW, they were not fans. They were not fans. With good reason. Who stood Bluff City up? It's not about standing Bluff City up. It's about you're trying to build a company. Okay, so, and here's the thing about building a company. It's that you have to have your Lowe's and Home Depot don't share the same employees. They don't.
No.
Walmart, Target, name your companies that rival each other.
Yeah.
They do not share employees, right? You work for one or you work for the other. And if you leave one and you go work for the other, you're no longer working at the first one.
Yeah.
All right? You're no longer welcome there because you chose to go work for the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. That is a personal choice. That is a personal choice. So don't take it personally when you're not asked to come back somewhere when you chose to leave.
Yeah.
Because that's your choice as an adult. You make that choice. Don't get mad when all of a sudden they don't want you back because you chose to walk away. You have to understand that. That's happened to me many times.
Well, it's business.
It is business.
I mean, that's what I mean.
This is a business. It is a company.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter if it's Plus. It's like with us with Crossroads. It's business. I mean, the decisions we make and the people we have to come in there, we use. I mean, how many people we had to ask to come to this company that we. It's like the other day, but I mean, still, it's like that's no.
And that's part of it.
Yeah.
And it's just part of it.
It's just business.
People will see that, and there's going to be a crap ton of posts made about this. Because that's the thing. There will be people talking noise because of this. But if you're not smart enough to understand that every organization is its own personal small business.
Yes.
You have to work your business as a business.
Exactly.
And if you can't understand that, you need to grow up a little bit.
Exactly.
And get educated.
We have our core, and then we have people that we pepper in.
Yes.
And even the people we pepper in.
Yeah.
We're picky. I mean,
you got to be. You got to be.
It's got to mean something.
It's still a business. There's still a brand involved, and you have to grow that brand.
Yes.
All right. It's just that's what it is. And the number of people who do not understand that is mind-boggling.
The only way I know how to explain it is you don't see like you don't see Roman Reigns on AEW and WWE.
No, and you won't. That's never going to happen.
Exactly. It's never.
People can do this forbidden door crap all they want.
Yeah.
Look, the forbidden door is because you've got your alpha company.
Yeah.
Let some of these smaller companies come work for you. Exactly. It's not two alpha companies sharing talent.
No.
You will never see that.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No.
It's just not going to happen. And don't tell me, well, New Japan is still not on that same level. They are their own thing out there. They can do different things like this. It's not the same, right? It's not the same.
Is it cool to see? Sure, it's cool to see because that's like even when AEW and TNA did a little something. It was fun. It was cool to see, but I mean, you're never going to see, when it's according to when you got in the indie wrestling scene, if you got Memphis Wrestling's on TV, and you got Bluff City.
Yes.
This is on a smaller scale than the AEW. But the thing is, it's on a smaller scale, but it's still on the same scale. You shouldn't be ping ponging back and forth.
You can't,
because you shouldn't.
And I'm all for it. And people can say what they want to, and you can unfriend me or do whatever you're gonna do. I don't care.
It should be. It needs to be.
And I don't care about it. So I mean, if you can't understand simple business and what this is, because to me, like Bluff City.
Yeah.
Bluff City should build its own roster.
Yeah.
And do just like old school Memphis used to do back in CWA days, right? Where they would bring in all the big names, because people still talk about, remember these big names came through? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
You had your core guys
in Memphis. Your core guys.
And then they would have all these different guys come through, work programs, work angles, and those guys were gone.
Yeah.
That's the model.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah,
it will still work. To me, that's what Bluff City needs to do.
It worked 20 years ago when we had ICWF.
That's right. It just works everywhere. You just have to be willing to commit to it.
No.
If you're willing to commit to it, it can work all day long for you.
It's coming up like that. You always got to have a core group. You got to have a core group.
Chad Martin, are you coming back to MCW? I want to. I just don't know when that'll be. I've tried to take some Friday nights off. I will be going back. I will be going to MIW this Friday night because I've got some personal things going on in my personal life, job wise, that we're trying to get done. So then my Friday nights will be back available. And there's places I am working. I am working at OWO because I know I'm at OWO August the 11th. That's on a Friday night, and then I don't have many OWO Friday nights. It'll be mostly Saturdays, but I've already been booked there. So I'm MIW this Friday, OWO the next Friday, and I think I'll be back at MIW after that. I believe is how it's working out right now. So because I was asked to come up there, like I said earlier, to help, to do some things, see what we can do, and we're going to see what it is. So I'll let y'all know for sure. Look what happened with the NWA and AWA when they got together to try taking down WWE. They crumbled when joining together. Two big companies rarely ever works out. It doesn't. And NWA was at its strongest when they had all the little territories. But again, if they would have stayed that way, they still could have lasted and survived.
Oh, yeah, they could have.
But they got scared by Vince's deal.
I know.
And they still could have worked it out. If they had maintained the course and stayed the course.
Yeah.
And just got the TV deal with Turner, which is what they could have done before he ever came in and got involved. Because then once they sold to Turner, that was it.
Yeah, that was
it. And so it was like, if you have a live tomorrow night, can you wish my son Cole a happy birthday from BDS? I sure will. Melissa. Message me tomorrow. I'll do that for you. Because I know we are having a bottom card booking tomorrow night. I do know we are having that tomorrow night. So, yes, Melissa, I will do that. I think our showtime is going to be 6, I believe. But I'll post it tomorrow and let you know for sure. But I definitely will. Of course I will. And again, and that's another thing, and we'll talk about this next week, about fan interactions between heels and faces.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And again, fans are important. Fans are the most important aspect of our business. Without them, we don't have a business. It's just what it is, dude. It's what it is. And there's a very fine line when dealing with fans when you're a heel.
Yeah.
That same line does not exist when you're a face.
No, it don't.
As a heel, it's legit. It's a thing you have to walk straight carefully on.
Yeah.
Because of what the business is.
Yeah.
But guys, we're out of time for today. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank y'all. Means a lot. Absolutely, Miss. You're very welcome. And tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow night we'll be on. I think around 6. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's around then. We'll do that. Just hit me up, and I'll get that done for you. I certainly will. Appreciate y'all tuning in and being a part of the show. Really, we enjoy this because we do get a lot of feedback from you guys, and really have a lot of good conversation. It's a great show today. I love the show today because we really got to talk a lot of different stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that we get to talk about here, so it's really cool. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to try to work on this freaking intro for this show. I've been saying that. I told Jay right before we came on, like, dude, I have got to get this right. I've got to get that done because I never remember until we started the show. I was like, crap, this is what I forgot to do again. So many things, but we'll do that. We will see y'all next week. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love